What's up, guys? So today I went on a little shopping spree. Always, I was going on a little shopping spree. I told myself, I try to stick to my little list that I write, and then I'm like, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. Or even the restocking. So it's like even harder to not look at something they're putting on the shelf. But I'm like, yeah, sometimes it's a little out of my price range, luckily. But god dang. Anyways, so I went to 3 different stores. No, wait. Technically, I went to Goodwill. I went to Goodwill. I went to Burlington. I went to Ross, and then I went to Marshalls, and then I went to Meyer. Um, I bought something at Goodwill, or I bought a lot of stuff at Goodwill, and then I bought stuff from Ross, and then a bit stuff from Marshalls and Meyer. I didn't buy anything at Burlington because I saw stuff, but nothing really like hit the spot. And I'm also trying to find some shower curtains, like some nice ones for the summertime. And I haven't found any really nice ones just yet. Also, I feel like my eye looks weird, but I think it's because of this eye fucking lash I put on wrong. But you know what? We live and we learn. Not everything's gonna be perfect. You know, at least it did its job. Also, it rained all of a sudden here. Like it poured. I was like, what's going on? Because I was in Marshalls when I was like looking at stuff, and then I'm like paying, and I'm like, what the heck is that? And they're like, it's rain. I'm like, that's rain. And then I'm like, cool, now I know what to expect. Luckily I was in like one of those plazas, so everything was connected, and I was just underneath there until I got to my car. And luckily, thank the Lord, that I was able to get like a parking space literally right in front of the store, so I didn't have to really like walk far. But it did have an umbrella. Anyways, besides the point. So we're gonna start off with Goodwill because that's where I ended up going, and that's where I have most stuff. I know people usually save like the best for last or the biggest for last. Well, we're not this time. Today we're gonna flip that around up. We're doing Goodwill first, and then we'll see what we do after that. So first thing I got at Goodwill, which is the one thing I see in the corner. So I needed a. Also, I'm gonna go in detail on why I got this stuff. So hopefully you're ready to just sit down, eat some popcorn, some chicken strips, maybe chicken salad, and just enjoy yourself. You know, you worked hard. You know, you worked really hard today, mentally, physically, and mentally. So you know what? Sit yourself down. Let me just display my little self to my little items, and then you know what? You go about your day. Appreciate you, by the way, for watching this video. Anyway, so I got this ironing board because I haven't ironed, and I kept telling myself, get an iron board. Did I have to get an iron board? Today I did. But the other days, no. Also, honestly, I didn't know or expect some of these to be kind of expensive. And anytime I went to Ross or like any of those other stores, like find one, because usually they're like a little bit more reasonable there. They're either really like shitty ugly or they're like broken in some way. I bought one, and like literally the next couple of days, it just like the little fucking light just beep beep broke. Maybe it was rust, but I'm like, it's brand. Oh no, I mean it is brand new. It's from Burlington because I got it from Burlington, and all of a sudden, beep, and I was like, no, and then I was like, it's okay, I'll get a new one. And that day never came until today. And look, guess what? Your girl got it for $4.99. Tell me if a better price, because honestly, ain't it cute? And it's like a little one, so like I could do this on my floor. Which I ain't even mad about. Like, I ain't even mad about that. I mean, that means that I can get my niece to still be good. I'm good. Also, I'm thinking for like next month, or maybe this month, maybe next month. Be better to start next month just because it's be the new month. But I'm thinking about doing like a video of me like doing workout, like workout clothes, or not workout clothes. A workout class. I don't even know what the fuck I said. I'm just gonna do like a workout thing. And I'm also gonna, I think it's called like a soft or hard 75. I don't know. Can't be completely sure. But I'm also excited because I'm also planning on hopefully, you know, having a vlog also out on my birthday. My birthday is this month. It's June 25th. Can't wait. I'm gonna be 26. Okay, so anyways, besides the point, next bag. Next, we got this bad boy. This is the first thing I saw when I walked in. I was like, I want a bag. I want a backpack. But I was like, let's go see. And then I look and I see this one like right there, just hanging out. And I'm like, that is so cute. And it's Disney. So I was like, oh my God, that is so cute. And then I saw that it was Vera Bradley. Right now, so I also have this bag, which is a Vera Bradley, which I did have on today. I know on my, you're gonna realize something about me. And this is just something I've always had, like, done since I was a kid. I like to switch bags so often. I don't like having the same bag so often because it just feels weird. I mean, I salute the girls that can be able to wear, like, the same bag for 5 years straight. Because that means you're able to find a bag that you're like, this is it. Me, no. I am a person that's like, this is a cute bag. I'm taking it. And then it's like, I'm gonna wear it. And then I'll be like, oh, I'm not really feeling it. It doesn't match the outfit. And then I'll just change it. So anyways, I went with this one today just because I wanted something cutesy, but also, like, fun color pop. And then I put, like, my little charms on there. And I was like, I also saw this one. This is Vera Bradley, just like that one. And that one I also got at the same Goodwill. So I'm like, it was meant to be. It's like they knew. I know there's a little bit of, like, some tears and stuff, which I... Okay, you see it has, like, a little bit of tears, like, a little bit, like, worn out for sure. Reasons why it was $6.99, and it says as is. Which, you know, it's not that bad. It's just a little bit of tears, and if I don't really mess with that too much, it should be fine. I'm looking around the whole bag. Down here a little bit, too. The lower one is still pretty fine. Just, again, those corners. And the inside, the zippers are for sure worn out. The inside looks really pretty. Doesn't look damaged in the inside at all. Oh, I just closed it. Hello? That was weird. I thought I closed it. No, that looks good too in there. I think it's just going to be the outer layer, really. Which, again, I'm really not upset about that. Heck yeah. I think it's just in there. It's still a pretty decent backpack, in my opinion. For $6.99, just with that little bit of tear, meh. Backpack itself, pretty freaking cute. Not bad for the price. And it's also very comfortable. The straps are also very comfortable. Pretty soft. Like, they're not that worn either. I'm seeing. But they also could be replaceable. Like, straps like these are pretty replaceable. It's not a bad thing. But $6.99, not too bad. And then I did get some clothing, which I was a little skeptical in getting, but then I ended up, like, saying fuck it. So, and usually when I go in there, I'm trying to, like, see some, like, good, like, Abercrombie or stuff like that. Like, good, like, clothes. I feel like I'm having a stroke some of the days, I swear. So this one I got the Amber. I don't know how to freaking say their name, but I know Finch, that one. They're just shorts. I just needed some nice shorts. I'm gonna put them on. I'm also gonna try all these on, but I'm gonna try them on all together so you kind of see it a little bit better. But this is that. Alright, shorts, comfy as hell. And these ones were only $6.99. $6.99 for that. Not too bad. Then I started realizing I really like these, like, tops, especially for the summertime. I don't know how you. I think they're just called. I think they're just women tank tops, but like gym tank tops. But I use these for like more like every day. This was $2.99. Bam. And then the last thing of clothing was this cardigan thing with flowers, which was really nice. I wanted to kind of pass it up, but I was like, no, I don't think I'm ever gonna see it again. It looks really nice. The colors itself look really summery too. And this one was $8.99. $8.99. So I'm gonna try this on real quick so you can. So here it is. So here is the cardigan itself. It's very, very long actually. I'm gonna be very far. What's up? So it's very like I'm 5'3", and it's like gonna almost hit the floor within one maybe inch or two. And then the shorts itself, look, you can never go wrong with like this brand. Like it literally is so snug, and it's a size 8. And then my shirt or underneath top, like looks like this. Also love how it feels. Literally, this is an outfit itself. So with that, I don't think it looks too good with the cardigan, but it's stuff like this, cute as heck. So I tripped a little bit on that. Okay, so that was the clothes. Next, it's gonna be, actually, before I get to those, this is a nice, okay, this is something completely new in my style, which you're gonna be like, what the frick? Did you know what you just picked up earlier in this colorful thing? I'm like, yeah, but look, listen, I don't usually wear these kinds of bags like these at all, but as I get older, I realize I do carry a lot of stuff in my bag, especially like hair products, makeup products, stuff like this, as you get older. As a girl or as a woman trying to become more of a, oh my god, I used to be a tomboy. I used to be a very like tomboy person. I did not like girly stuff. I didn't really like wearing makeup, mainly because of the fact I did not know how to wear makeup. And also, I feel like it broke me out a lot of the time. But it's also like, it's just I didn't know what was good for my face and what wasn't good for my face. So I started getting a little bit better with it, or understanding it a little bit more about face and what's actually good for your skin and what's not. And honestly, a lot of the drugstore products are pretty good. Of course, the ones that you see in Ulta or like makeup store brands like that, of course, it's going to be a lot more money. Sometimes it's not even worth the money. And sometimes it is. But again, it depends on how you see it. But this right here, I'm a lover. I'm a lover mainly because, first of all, she is literally brand spanking new. Like, everything's still in the tag. Like, the wraps are still in the tag. Or, yeah, the fucking plastic is still on the bag itself. The tags are still on it, too. Which, honestly, if you guys want to, like, maybe shop at her store, I don't know if it's still available. Maybe you guys can get some. But it's literally, I'm gonna give you a better angle. Okay. See, look at this bag. Isn't it so pretty? It says, enjoy every moment, which, truth. And then a little dog. I have 2 dogs, Winnie and Valentina. Love them. 2 freaking dead. So the only thing is, of course, they're not gonna have like the specific dog I have. So this still resembles me having like a love for dogs. And it just, hey, and then it has like little daisies on it too, which is another reason why I kind of fuck with it, 'cause my name is Daisy. Nikki, and then she also has like a daisy on her shoe, which honestly, fucking with the shoes. Wish they were real. Colors itself, it's just black with some pink. I want to say if it's pink. I don't know what kind of pinkish, purplish, lilacish. I want to say like a lilac, purple, pink. Yes. And then yellow with teal. And then the inside, it has brown with pink polka dots. And the interior is also yellow. But as you can see, very brand new. And it even has a thing for your keys, which honestly, I've never had one of those. I didn't know what these were before until I saw it on TikTok. And I was like, oh, you put your keys on there. That makes sense. Actually, I'm not going to damage that back. I'm going to take care of that. And give me one. Here she is without any of the plastic around it. And honestly, still love her. Still love it. Probably gonna start wearing this one next, actually. I might just switch everything out of that bag into this bag. Okay, so next 3 items are pretty similar. They're books. And I'm trying to get back into reading. I am right now still reading The Fourth Wing. I know I'm behind because I know there's like 3 books out of that. And yeah, so that lets you know how far behind I am because I got it when it first came out. And then I just put it to the side because we do that sometimes. So anyways, I got these other ones for after I'm done reading. Or, you know what? I was going to say I was going to read these after I'm done reading with Fourth Wing, but I might read these in between or one in between as I'm reading Fourth Wing just to like, you know, kind of still help my mind and still make me want to still read or feel enjoy. Sometimes I get in a reading slump just like everybody else, and I try to get out of it by just trying to find a good book or just literally making myself read and get really attached to the book. So right now, these books, I got these books and I'm going to tell you why in a second. So the books I got are The Stone Diaries. This one is by Carol Shields. It's a winner 1995 Pulitzer Prize. I think I said that wrong. And then I have Funny You Should Ask, a novel by Alyssa Sussman. I think this one is a really known one. And then the last one is A Good Man by Annie Katz. I could be really butchering these names. I'm also very dyslexic. So also another reason why it takes me a while. But I still try to read because it's something that they always told me since I was a kid. It's like, if you want to get better at it, just keep reading. Just keep doing it. Even when the days I never want to read it. Because as soon as you get out of like school itself, you don't really pick up a book unless you're like, you know what, let me try something new. But I want to make this into a hobby. Like, videoing. Like, this is a hobby of mine. I actually love it to death. Like, I want to stay consistent. This, like, I'm gonna really try because I know I have my tendencies to, like, say things and then I kind of push them to the side. Hey, we're all freaking human. We're all trying. And you know what? I'm really trying. I'm lucky to have what I have to this day. And I am excited for where this journey takes me. So these two books I got mainly because if you know anything about the little penguin on these books, these are usually the books that kind of like snap. That's what I usually hear. People are like, look for the penguin. I'm like, why? And they're like, well, these are the books that either are gonna make a really good book or they're either a classic or they're just really good. And honestly, I'm excited. Especially for this one because I heard a lot of good things and I was gonna go pick it up at my bookstore in Gurney, but then I was like, oh, it's kind of expensive. I paid $2 for this one today, and somebody paid $17 for that. And if you're Canadian, you pay $23. I'm sorry. God damn, I'm so sorry. Actually, I would rather just no. Never mind. I was gonna be like, I could mail it to somebody in Canada, but it's still gonna be, I think, a lot because the shipping. Anyways, besides the point. These are the books that I got. All of them were $1.99 because soft covers go for $1.99. Anything else I think was $3.99. I don't remember the other ones because I wasn't really looking for hardcover books. I realized soft cover books are a little bit better in my opinion, just because it's just easier to just really like get it in there. Like, people I know have that thing where they don't want to ruin their book or their edges or anything like that, but I feel like that's what makes a book. If you really just, not like saying rip it apart and stuff like that, but I'm like, let it get a little bit of bumps. Let people know that that's your favorite book, that hey, this is the book that I carry around and this has history and stuff. Or it could be a bag that's been in your bag for like years and you just forget about it. You know what, it's still there. And you know what, I don't know which of these ones I don't know which one I'm going to start with. I'll probably do it eeny meeny. You know what? Let's do bubblegum. Real quickly. So it's going to be A Good Man. And I did, like, for the number of counting, I just did 26. My birthday's coming up. 26. So, A Good Man. And this one is pretty much Thomas Martin was a devoted family man who had all the dude, having that light in my eye, it's fucking with me. So it's pretty much about a guy that had a really great like life, and he was a really nice son, devoted son and brother, shielding a woman in orbit from the everyday brutalities of the world. Then he does a horrific deed that he can never undo. Thomas grapples his sense of self. Sometimes he has cast himself as a victim, at other times as a monster. All he ever did to be a good man, and maybe he tells his vision to the story. I don't know. That it's like I know I like them because I picked them, and honestly, there was a lot of course, these books, but I wanted to just narrow it down, so I picked between these two, and this one's the one I'm gonna read. So this one's gonna go in there. Okay, so that's all stuff that I got from Goodwill. Next, grabbing the bag next to me, which is from Meijer. So Meijer, I got some stuff that I already put downstairs. I got some spaghetti, the like microwavable spaghetti, and then wet dog food for my dogs, and then what's I get? Chicken nuggets, and then I got some wipes because I ran out and I need some. Honestly, these, as a woman, as a girl, buy these. Honestly, they are not that bad. If I'm being completely honest, they can survive a good while. And these was only $11.99 at Meijer, so it wasn't that bad. And it's 8 packages, and each packet has 42 of them in there. I like that they have that there. And in total, there's 336 of them in total. I'm like, that's a bargain. Especially because I just ran out of mine, so I just needed a new like pack. Perfect. So that's all the stuff that I got from Meijer. Next thing is gonna be Ross. So at Ross, I got 2 of the same item because I've been looking for these wipes, which are the creme wipes. I love this brand with makeup wipes because I really feel like it takes everything out of my skin. 2 of them. Each of them has 60. There's 120 in total, if I'm doing math correctly. Sometimes I can do math, sometimes I can't. But honestly, it smells like a watermelon. That's what it says. In a limited edition. Let's see. I kind of want to smell it. But honestly, wait, hold on. I'm going to open one of them because I'm going to have to use it eventually today. Look at the packaging. Look how freaking cute it is. Oh my god, I love Hello Kitty. Like, I started liking Hello Kitty more and more. Like, there was a time when I was a kid that I loved it. I collected it. Like, oh, like, it was horrible. And then I eventually, like, kind of grew out of it. And then I started getting back into it. Wow, as soon as I, like, opened that, smelled it. Oh my god. This is gonna be fun. I like it. And then I also went shopping for my boyfriend because he needed some stuff, which I got him. This isn't really my stuff, but I'm gonna put it in because it's part of the shopping little free. Hey, hold on. I got him boxers, you guys. I recommend, because I went to Burlington, Ross, and Marshall's, and I feel like Ross was probably cheaper if you want to get your boyfriend or your husband or your fiance or your man in your life some boxers and they like briefs. I recommend going to Ross because these ones right here, $10.99 for a pack of 5, and they're cotton, 100% cotton. And then I got these, $12.99, 4-pack. This one's a cotton stripes as well. I feel like I like at Burlington they were trying to ask me for $14.99. Also at Ross there were some at $14.99, but those were like different. I don't know. I like these ones from all the ones. And then Marshall's was the same thing, or they had like a really limited selection, and I did not like them. So I was like, no, I'm just gonna go with these. That's all I got from Ross. And then the last place is Marshall's, and I only got 2 items. Another item I got from my boyfriend, which are these. I got these socks because he needed more socks. Again, this is probably the best place that I found these socks because I went through all of them again. So I started with Meijer, and then I went to Ross, and then I went to Marshall. Marshall was my last store that I went on the little plaza, and there's 15 of them. 15 for $10. Let me tell you, that's a bargain. And honestly, white ones, I don't really like white socks. I like black socks, gray socks, any other color, like dark color socks, I like. White socks, I feel like it takes a lot because they get so dirty so quickly. Also, having dogs in general, and sometimes I just forget to put on my shoes, like my slippers, and I just walk around. I'm like, God damn it, I can clean and clean and clean and clean. There's still gonna be something I miss. It's gonna be in my sock. Never mind. Anyways, and then the last thing I got was this toner, Rice toner, because I am running out of my other toner that I have currently. So, and I've been using these products recently, or since last year, November, I want to say. I've been using these rice, this brand, and just like rice products itself. And honestly, it's done pretty well for my face, which I was a little surprised about because I didn't think it would do much good. But I like when I'm wrong. So that is all that I legitimately think. Yeah, that's all that I got. So thank you so much for watching, and also look up for upcoming videos because I am freaking down to the ground to get this all down. So wow, I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna head out. Thank you again for watching my video, and I hope to see you guys soon in the next one. Bye, y'all.